YouTube on week 17. Are we getting tired of contest prep? We're ready to just hit the stage, aren't we? Let's get this show on the road. That's how I feel. Come on, everybody. Let's keep going. We got this. We're going to keep on trucking. How about a little update while I'm walking? So I am on week 17 of my contest prep. This week is going to be a little bit different for me since I am traveling to visit family this weekend, and I'm going to be doing a deload week, 3 full days off. No steps, no cardio, no training, and actually even a little bit of a diet break where I'm going to try and eat around 2,000 calories a day. I'm not going to be tracking food, just going to be doing it in my head and just stepping off the gas for a few days. My body needs it. I'm very tired, very fatigued. I can definitely feel that I've been prepping for over 4 months, dieting for over 4 months, lost 15 pounds. I feel it. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. And I've been training full force. I don't think I've taken a deload since August, really, for the most part. So I'm super tired. So it makes sense that my body feels fatigued and exhausted. Another sign of that is that the scale is super stuck. I was in the 119s last week a few times, and I haven't seen it since then because my body's just really fatigued and over it. I need a break. So I actually live close to 2 vegan restaurants in Chicago. I live really close, just a few minutes walk from the River North location of Penelope's Vegan Taqueria and one of the locations of I Can't Believe It's Not Meat. I am not a good Chicago restaurant economy customer. I rarely ever eat out. I think in 2025, I sat in a Chicago restaurant maybe not even 5 times in the entirety of 2025, to be honest with you. And I ordered in a little bit in August, September, and October. So this is the Penelope's Vegan Taqueria, isn't it? It's so cute. And this is the I Can't Believe It's Not Meat location. I've actually never been to I Can't Believe It's Not Meat. It's just all vegan junk food, and that's just really not my thing. I've been to the Penelope's Vegan Taqueria a good amount of times. I like that the tacos are on the smaller side, which I prefer, and they also sell the Pie My Darling cake. If you guys have ever seen that online, or if you're from Chicago, you know what it is. It's the super viral vegan dessert place. They make that rainbow cake during Pride, which is really cool. Those cake slices are so delicious. They were definitely one of the reasons I gained a little bit more fat than I wanted to in August and September when I finished my contest prep. I was ordering a slice of that cake once a week, and there was a few weeks I ordered it more than once a week. Not good. But you know what? It's so yummy, and I needed it after all of those months of dieting. And looking back, I should have been stricter about it, but honestly, it is what it is. You're not going to do everything perfect. That's just part of the journey. Anyway, all right, let's get back to this. Let me show you guys another thing about Chicago. What's cool about the Chicago is the elevated trains. So something super unique about the city. Here's my beautiful city. So I'm home. I just cleaned the kitchen a bit so it's presentable enough to be on YouTube. It was pretty bad before I cleaned. I am going to have my second breakfast now, which is my egg white bites and hash brown. I just have absolutely been loving these vegan protein egg whites. They are the best. So even though I'm going to be eating low-key over my 3-day trip, I still am going to bring some food with me because honestly, contest prep or no contest prep, being a high-protein vegan is not easy. So there is some planning involved. So let me show you what I'm thinking. So I already wrote out everything I have to do today because I have to cook for my doggies, my husband, and then myself. So I'm going to make my vegan egg white bites, and I'm going to bring those with me. And I'm going to make a few macro bowls, just like a protein, veg, and some rice. I'm going to make another batch of my brownie bites because I have been really enjoying those. And then last night, I made some of these high protein vegan pizza pocket things. So I got the base recipe from that blogger Plantifully Based. I will link below the recipe I used, and I just made it a little bit easier. I'm a very lazy cook, so I used 1 cup of bread flour, 1 cup of Vital Wheat gluten, and the filling is vegan cheese and the beehive protein and some spinach. So these are super easy, and tomato sauce. And I top them with some spray olive oil and some vegan parm. So these are just like pizza pockets I can just heat up, and each one of these is about 40 grams of protein. So I'm gonna bring these with me. I haven't ate them yet, so I don't know how they taste, but I would assume they taste fine. So I'll report back on that. And I packed a good amount of the Koya Elite protein shakes. The vanilla and chocolate flavors are shelf stable. And then at, excuse me, at Whole Foods, they also have a cookies and cream and a coffee elite, but those are refrigerated. The shelf-stable ones are vanilla and chocolate, so I always keep these in my pantry. So I'm bringing a few of these, 30 grams of protein, and super low fat, 2.5 grams of fat. Amazing. And I'm going to be bringing some Crisp Power protein pretzels. This bag is about 30 grams of protein. So that's what I'm going to be packing. I will show you the other things when I make them. And so even though I'm supposed to be taking it easy and not dieting, quote unquote, I am in contest prep. I do have to still prioritize my protein and not go crazy with the food. I think with my meal prepped food and protein shakes and things like that, it will come out to about 1,000 to 1,500 calories a day. That way I have 500 to 700 calories to do whatever when I go out to eat with my family. So that's the scoop, guys. I'm going to show you some more as I keep cooking. I figured I would talk to you guys while I meal prep my vegan egg white bites. I am going on month 3 of these. I can't even keep count anymore. I love them so much. They restocked recently, which was great because I was panicking that I wouldn't have enough to get me through the end of my contest prep. So they restocked them and I bought so many. I got 40 bags. I'm a little bit crazy, but the expiration date is for a full year, so I'll definitely go through them. So, vegan egg white bites. I've been making these for weeks now. Just blending them real quick. I've shown you guys how I've made these a few times, so I'm not going to take you through step by step, but what I'm going to do now is just talk to you guys a bit about nutrition. So, I have been eating to my macros since 2018, and I didn't really learn how to eat to vegan sports nutrition macros until 2019 going into 2020. I didn't understand how much protein I needed. I didn't understand how much the amount of fat you eat every day affects your physique. I didn't understand that I need more carbs than I thought to build muscle. I didn't understand any of that. Vegan sports nutrition is very different than just eating to your macros willy-nilly. Building a body, building muscle is a different process than just being overall healthy. So 2019, it's 2026. So that means 7 years I'm doing vegan sports nutrition to a T. So I get better at it, of course, every chapter of my life that goes by, right? In the beginning, it was very overwhelming. I hated eating all of that protein. And also, by the way, 7 years ago, the vegan protein options were not as good as they are now. And I was overwhelmed with it, like most people are when they start. And then over time, I got better at it. I learned foods that work for me. I learned what I like to eat in the day, how I like to space out my meals, all of that stuff. And it just takes time. One of my quotes is that nutrition is a skill. Don't expect to be perfect at it from the get-go. It takes time to learn how to eat to your goals. It does not happen overnight, so give yourself grace and just keep working on it as time goes on. So what I'm doing now is I'm putting in that Beehive brand seitan. I have it all chopped up here. And I already have this measured out. And then I just go around and I put pretty equal measurement in each cup. All right, so when you're building a physique, there's two different schools of nutrition there's three different schools of nutrition you'll be a part of. Being in a surplus, which is eating more than your basic calorie intake that you need to maintain your physique. And that is what is best for when you're building muscle. And that is for when you're advanced, not in the beginning. That's for years 3, 4, 5 plus of lifting. The first 2 years, you're really such a newbie that you should not be necessarily bulking. You should be eating at maintenance or very slight surplus to build muscle, because at that point you haven't built enough muscle in your journey to sustain a leaner, more muscular physique. You need to build the muscle in order to do that. How I look now is after 10 years of work, guys. This is not something I rolled out of bed yesterday and I looked like this. So there's bulking. Then there's also maintenance, which is a wonderful place to be. Maintenance is where you like how you look, you are happy with the amount of food you eat every day, and you're just living life and doing the thing. So maintenance is a wonderful place to be. And then there's a deficit, there is cutting, and that is how you lose body fat to reveal all the muscle you've built underneath. And what bodybuilding contest prep is, where I'm at now, it is a deficit. I am in a deficit. I've been in a deficit since beginning of November, and I'm filming this on March 5th. So I've been at this for full months now. And oh, by the way, there's two schools of people in the kitchen, right? There's the people that use a knife and there's people that use scissors. I'm a scissor girl. So what I have here is air fried broccoli and cauliflower, and I'm just cutting it up into little pieces. Anyway, so I've been in a deficit for several months. It's not a huge deficit. Currently, I'm at about a 500 calorie deficit to my maintenance. I started my contest prep at only a 200 calorie deficit, which was still quite a bit of more food than the average female eats. But then I broke my foot, so I was moving less, so I had to increase my deficit. So I'm at about a 500 calorie deficit from my maintenance right now, more or less. And when I get back from my deload week, I am gonna have to cut my calories even more because it's time. Because to get this next level of leanness, I'm gonna have to suffer a little bit. Anyway, so a lot of people, when they do their first official cut, maybe they've been lifting a while, they wanna look better for summer, and they're like, I've heard about this cut thing, I wanna do one. And they do their first one, and often they realize they are very hungry, because that's what a cut is. A cut is a deficit. You will be hungry on a cut. If you're not hungry, you're probably not in as much of a deficit as you think you are. What are some tricks I have for hunger? There's a few. These are in no particular order. I'm just spitballing here. I'm not reading off a ChatGPT script or anything. This is really me, Belinda, talking. So one of the tips I can give is having a food schedule. So you should have an idea every day of when you're eating. You should know when you're eating your breakfast. You should know when you're having a mid-morning snack. You should know when you're eating your lunch, an afternoon snack, a dinner. Have a schedule that you eat your food. This will help you overcome the hunger, because honestly, bodybuilders, when we are bulking, maintaining, or cutting, we eat, like most of us, 4, 5, 6 times a day. I would say 6 is average. That's about how many times I eat. I eat 5 or 6 times a day. So honestly, if I start eating at 5 or 6 in the morning and I finish eating at 6 p.m., I'm eating every 2 hours and putting something in my mouth. So how hungry am I really gonna get when I'm constantly eating? But what happens is, of course, when I'm in a deficit and I finish my meal or my snack or whatever, I want more because I'm still hungry. But those overpowering feelings of hunger, get your eating schedule under control, and that will help a lot with knowing when your next meal is coming. So that's number one. Have an eating schedule. Don't willy-nilly go about your day, skip breakfast, and then you're starving by noon, and then you eat way more than you're supposed to. Don't do that. When you're all year, but especially when you're in a deficit, have an idea of your schedule and stick to it. To lean down, to be in a great deficit, a cutting deficit, to show muscle definition, it's all about consistency. Body responds very well to consistency. Anytime you think your diet plan isn't working or your nutrition structure isn't working, ask yourself how adherent and consistent you've really been with it. If you haven't been consistent for 3 full weeks, 21 days, I don't consider it not working. You have to be consistent for things to work. So that was number one. Another key item for being in a deficit is food volume. So I always keep on hand a big clamshell of salad, baby kale or kale and spinach blend or baby spinach. And I am adding spinach to every single thing that I eat. That's why when you see me eating and I post my food pics online, let me just quickly show you the egg white bites. Hold on. All right, here's the egg white bites all ready to go in. There they are. So when you see me post my food online, you will see that there's always a ton of greens in it. It's for the nutritional value, but it's also to give me food volume. So you need to put lots of things in your food to make it more voluminous, and that is honestly veggies. So adding mushrooms to things and bell peppers and keeping carrots on hand and cucumbers on hand. If you have these things on hand, you will reach for them and it will help you get through the hunger. You've seen me post on a lot about individual snacks I keep. Even though they're individual snacks, I'm still counting them in my macros. It's just because it's labeled a snack and small doesn't mean it's free, right? So having macro-friendly things on hand that you can pull in are great. Other tips to help keep hunger at bay or deal with the hunger is warm drinks. So I'm not at that point in my contest prep yet where I'm so hungry I need to drink tea all the time, but warm drinks, they really help. I don't know what it is, maybe the warming sensation in the belly. It really helps with the hunger response. So as I get deeper into contest prep and my deficit gets more deficit-y, I don't know if there's a word for that. As it goes lower and lower, I will increase the amount of tea I drink, and it's mostly herbal tea, obviously, because I don't want to overdo the caffeine. Other things is, okay, so the last one I'll think of, and then I'll end this rambling session till I film the next part of the vlog. You are gonna be hungry. That's part of a deficit. That is what it is. You are eating less than your body needs to maintain its muscle, so you will be hungry. That's part of the game. And so many of you and people all the time, they're 2 or 3 weeks in their deficit. They're like, I'm so hungry. I can't do this anymore. Listen, if you're a lifestyle client and you're just getting ready for summer, I would recommend your deficit, your cut be maximum 6 to 10 weeks. I don't think you need to be dieting longer than that because also your metabolism will adapt. You'll have a metabolic adaptation. So that's why you don't want to over diet too because your body will get used to that. Anyway, that's a topic for another day. But being in a deficit is accepting the fact that you are going to be hungry. So I know I'm in a deficit. I know I'm in contest prep. I know I will be hungry. It sucks, doesn't feel good, but I know that it's temporary. I know that it's not going to be forever. I have a very specific goal right now of performing and placing very well this summer on a competitive bodybuilding stage. I need to do what I need to do to get there. This is part of my process. This is part of the goal. This is part of the sport. So I've just accepted it and I don't complain about it. And I just know it's not forever. You have to also think about the big picture. You can be on the more uncomfortable side for a few weeks if it means getting to your goal. So not that I'm promoting dieting, but being in a deficit for physique purposes, it does have a real purpose, a real reason to do it. It's different than just chronically chasing a low number, right? It's showing off your hard work in the gym. So accept where you're at, accept that it won't be forever, and just buckle up and do what you gotta do. You don't have to cut if you don't want to, just because maybe all these lifters online that you follow are starting to cut and get ready for summer, or bodybuilders like me that you follow are in contest prep, doesn't mean you have to do it too. You are also allowed to like the way you look, like your routine, like your food situation, like your intake, and be fine with that. That is maintenance. That's a beautiful place to be. I've been there a few times in my lifting physique journey, and I can't wait to get back there, but that's not where I'm at right now. Right now I'm gonna cut, and I gotta do what I gotta do. So those are just some of my tips. And if you have any other questions about being in a deficit or cutting, let me know in the comments below. I got a grocery delivery in the middle of all my meal prep, so I thought I would show you guys a few things that I got that I think are pretty cool. So I think I've shown these on here before, but this is the Aunt Millie's brand. They make keto breads and they have a bagel that they make now. So this bagel is 130 calories. It's a fiber bomb. So it has 37 carbs with 27 grams of dietary fiber. So just 10 net carbs, and it has 16 grams of protein. So I use these for my husband's breakfast sandwiches. I actually have pulled out high fiber breads from my meal plan, maybe for the past 3-ish weeks, because I feel like I was holding a lot of water from all of that fiber. You can eat too much fiber. So I've pulled the keto breads out of my plan for now, but I still get these for my husband. And the Kroger grocery chain here in Chicago, we have the Mariano's version. They have a brand, Simple Truth, which is one of their in-house brands, and it does a lot of organic and vegan-y stuff. And they have this fresh cookie dough that they make now in the refrigerated section. So each one is 120 calories, 20 grams of carbs, 6 grams of fat. So I think what I'm gonna do with this when it starts to get a little warmer, so doesn't expire for 6 months. So when I get back, and hopefully for my trip, and hopefully once the weather starts to warm up, I usually do put a Ninja Creamy proteiny ice cream into my plan. And I think a cookie dough ice cream would be great. And I could maybe just use half a serving and chop it in and mix it into the creamy. That would be good. And then look at this new thing that exists. 0 sugar Oreos. So the weird thing about this is that the macros are really similar to the normal Oreos. So that's kind of weird, but oh wow, they come in 2 packs. Oh, they come in 2 packs like this. Oh, that's so nice. That's so cool. Should I eat one now? I have 60 calories left in my macros today, and I don't want to waste it on this in case it sucks. So I'm gonna work these into my plan some other day. But aren't these so cool? 0 sugar Oreos. And I saw that they sell them in the double stuff and the regular. Cool, all right. We love a little update from vegan grocery stuff. So my egg white bites are out of the oven, 25 minutes. And I'm going to bring a few extra for my brother because my brother loves to taste my food when I come. He gets annoyed when I just pack my individual meal prep because he loves to taste everything. He's super vegan curious. I think him and my sister-in-law eat vegan 2 days a week, I think. If I remember correctly, I have to ask them what they're currently doing, but they're super big fans of veganism. So I'm gonna bring him a few of my egg white bites. I told him I would because he asked about them. So that's done. And I also I made these for my husband. So this is white rice on the bottom and just like a veggie mix here that I air fried, and a fava bean tofu tossed in some stir fry sauce. And then I started to build my macro bowls. I'll show you what they finish with, but I keep from restaurants and takeouts and whatever, anytime I get these takeout containers, I wash them and keep them. Big tip, keep tons of those little containers around because I can take my meals with me, and if I don't feel like washing them and bringing them back with me, I can dump them. So it's not like a Tupperware I'm obsessed with. So I have a whole bag of them. Let me show you. My house is a mess. Please forgive me. I need to work with I have a home organizer I work with to help me, but I need to find a new spot to keep all my Tupperwares. I have 3 bags of them. Can you see them? I have so many. I have 3 bags of them, and I need to find a new spot. I love to pack snackies in these. I need to find a new spot for my disposable Tupperware collection because I moved some things around in my pantry and I ran out of space. So she's coming to help me at the end of March when my husband travels, and we're gonna figure out what to do. I just like working with her. Of course, it's an extra expense in my budget, but it really helps me. She's trained in Marie Kondo organization and decluttering and minimalism. And She comes to my house maybe every other month, and we have a project in an area we work on, and we continue to declutter and clear out and get rid of things we no longer need. And the best thing she does is we donate everything, and she has different places that she donates everything, like packaging materials. She sends them to, well, she's an artist, so she uses them to ship her, she's a sculptor, and she ships her sculptures out with that. She has a women's shelter she donates clothes to. She's got a food bank that she gives my food stuff to. A domestic abuse shelter for that they replace women in safe places. So all my home goods go there. So it's a really good thing we do, and she really helps me. And I might as well touch on this now. She's become my close friend over the years. I've been working with her since I moved to Chicago in April 2021, and she started working with me at the end of 2021 because I still hadn't finished unpacking the boxes from the move, and I was like, I need help. I'm having a really hard time dealing with this. And so she had been working with her for many years. She knows me very well. And I don't talk about this a lot, but I will mention it now because it ties into my family visit this weekend. My mom has advanced dementia, and I haven't had a mom in a few years. She's just not with it anymore. She's still there. I talk to her every other day, but the conversations are very short. She doesn't know much about my life. Mom coming to help me organize my apartment, mom coming to check in on me and help me, mom taking care of me and overseeing me and giving me unsolicited advice, all those things that moms do. I don't have that anymore. And I haven't had it since 2018 or 2019. And so I love my friend that comes, Pinar, the home organizer I work with, because she's like that person for me. She comes, we make decisions, we do chores together, and it's like very collaborative. I usually take the morning off of work, and she helps me. She's like my big sister or like my mom here in Chicago, and I really appreciate her. I don't know if she watches this series, but if she does, Pinar, I love you and I appreciate you. Back to the meal prep and all of that stuff, and we're just gonna keep on getting ready for this trip. Okay, I'm signing off for the vlog for today. I want to show you like the final spread of what I've cooked, and I'm going to show you more tomorrow because I didn't finish all the meal prep I have to do, so I have to do some more in the morning. I have to wake up extra early, but that's how it goes. So let me show you. So I've got egg white bites for when I come back, vegan egg white bites. This is the fava tofu and veggie stir fry for my husband. These are 2 portions because I eat 6 of these egg white bites a day, so Saturday and Sunday morning, and I'm bringing one for my brother. And these are some macro entrees for me with the fava bean tofu. And then I made my husband pizza, meal prepped these 2 slices a serving, and this is just that refrigerated pizza crust, which is vegan. With some seitan pepperoni on it, and then I made lots of veggies for my doggies. Do you girls want to say hi or good night to you two before you go to bed? You're getting ready for your walk. Say good night to you two. Good night, you two. Good night.